Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is April. I go by Ruby Rouge here on the YouTubes, and thank you so much for stopping by. This is the Tiny Pan Project Pan. It is a PANtastic Ladies Project Pan, and today I am going to give you an update. This is the Huda Mauve Obsessions palette after 6 months of use, and yay, I have new pan. Quite a few of them. So let's start at the top and work through. I did do tally marks again for the month, and I had 25 new uses, which is the goal. I upped that last month from 20 because the progress was just looking a little slow, and I wanted to kind of speed it up a little bit. I think it will help, and I'm going to keep it here for next month and kind of see what the progress looks like there. I have realized these shadows aren't actually tiny pans. If you didn't see my update last month, they are actually 0.39 ounce shadows, so almost 0.4. And for comparison, a max single is a 0.5. So yeah, there's that. Another interesting thing that I have realized about this palette last month is that I'm hitting pans on all mattes and hardly any shimmers. So pretty much every brand of shadow I have ever used, the shimmers were so much easier to hit pan on than the mattes. Like super much easier. So it's very interesting to me that these are panning differently. These mattes are a little powdery, but not really, not as much as Lorac for sure. And they don't even have a lot of kick up, but they must just be like incredibly softly pressed. They're pigmented. I just don't know. It's odd to me. Let me know if you know why. If they're just softly pressed or what it is. Anyway, so let's start at the top. Shade 1, I am at 11 uses with this shadow. I used it twice last month and may have expanded pan just a little bit. Shade 2, I used shade 2 one time and I hit that major pan. The one time I did use it though, it was for an all over the eye look with the brush, so it was really like just ready to hit anyways, but I'm still pretty pumped about that. Shade 3, I used this 6 more times. For 23 uses in this project. This was also one of my most used coming into the project. I've been trying to focus on this one a bit lately, and I just can't believe there's still no pan. It seems as though it's like very, very thin in there, but I've literally said that in every single update, still no pan. Shade 4, I used one time. I'm up to 8 uses in this project. I don't know why I never reach for this one. It's really pretty and I like it. I just never reach for it. Shade 5, I used 5 or 4 more times, and now I'm at 22 uses for this project. I can really see the dip starting to blow out, so you can see that there's like a little ring in there maybe, and yeah, I'm probably about to hit pan soon on that. Shade 6, I used 3 more times, and I did hit pan, so I'm up to a total of 12 uses in the project. Shade 7, I used 1 more time, and I'm at 21 uses for the project. Shade 8, I used 3 times, and I'm up to 16 uses for the project. And finally, shade 9, I used 5 more times, and I'm up to 19 for the shadow. And also, I expanded the pan. I did photograph a few more looks. I did a couple with my Natasha Denona Bronze palette. Shade in, is it Silk or True Silk? I don't remember. Up until this point, I have been really pairing this palette with more cool tones and neutrals. And it does really work well with cool tones and neutrals, but I was really surprised once I started, well, I wouldn't say surprised, but I did really enjoy the warm bronzes, especially for summer, evening, and fall. I didn't love how these looks photographed as much as I thought they looked better in person, but you know, that happens. I did an all matte look with just shadows in just the palette. Surprisingly, I don't think I've done an all matte look yet. I might have. I couldn't remember, so I went ahead and photographed it. It might be a repeat. Sorry guys, can't remember. And then, because of the way the Natasha Denona pairing came out, I really wanted to try to pair it with my Butter London palette shade in Queen from my Pantas Eyeshadows project, and I thought that turned out turned out pretty cool. So I really enjoyed that pairing as well. And guys, those are the looks that I photographed. I will, like I mentioned last time, I'll probably be slowing down unless I'm experimenting with different shadow pairings, because I mean, I feel like I've covered the looks from just this palette. I don't know, sometimes I'm like, oh, have I tried that yet? And it turns out I haven't, but for the most part, I'm like, God, I've done pretty much everything I could possibly do. And yeah, that's the update on the palette. I will leave you with the lookbook and some random music that you get to hear just a little bit more of every single month. And that is my update, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!